Hi, it's Michelle Diva here with SisterSun, Shamim, who will be headlining Friday at Wiggle Room. And we've got a great lineup coming up. Shamim, I can imagine that you're super excited for this.
Yes, I am. I'm excited to be back at the Wiggle Room.
Now, when was the last time that you played at the Wiggle Room?
The last time I played at the Wiggle Room was probably last March, I want to say. It's already been a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that your first debut at the Wiggle Room?
Yeah, that was the first time I played there.
Okay. Awesome. And so this time you're gonna be coming back. Unfortunately, it's freezing outside over here. You're in BC, right?
Yes, I am.
You're in Vancouver. And what's the weather like there?
It's also pretty cold. I'm actually not in Vancouver. I know a lot of people think that I live in Vancouver because it's BC, but I'm actually 8 hours east of Vancouver. I'm in this small town named Nelson. And it's like in the heart of the mountains. It's in a place called the West Kootenays. And it's pretty lush and rugged. And yeah, it's just kind of nestled in there. So not a lot of people know about that.
No. And actually, so you were mentioning to me before that like dancing or DJing in a small town bushland with forest people. You weren't kidding about that.
No, I was not kidding. No. I'm the co-owner of a 25,000 watt sound system, and we've got a generator and lights, and you know, we'd often find these various logging roads and haul up all our shit up the mountain and post up a little stage, and it's pretty renegade, and I love that.
Which is very cool. I'm totally picturing it. I'm picturing you hauling your stuff up a mountain.
Yeah, driving it up a logging road. So usually you find people with trucks.
How would you describe your style?
I think my style reflects all of my personalities, I want to say. Yeah, it's, you know, there's elements of dark, there's elements of deep, there's elements of joy. It's pretty cultured and sassy and emotional. And I just like to look for music that has soul. Like if I can't dance to it, then I'm not playing it, you know? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I guess I do use my DJ platform to share and sort of like amplify the voices and the sounds of producers that come from the SWANA regions, which stands for Southwest Asia and North Africa. And yeah, I mean, I'm Persian myself, and there's really this healing that happens for me when I get to play electronic music that's in my language, especially made from Iranian producers, you know, that are coming from places like Iran. You know, there's just so much healing in that for me. And so my music really just reflects my heritage and just my love of people and my love of dance.
It's just really nice I'm a big techno fan as well. Like I love techno and electronic music. And when you get that, you know, that influence, the cultural influence in there, it's just, it's unexplainable what happens to you inside too, like as a person on the dance floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy you appreciate that. That's exciting. Because I'll be bringing that tomorrow.
Yay! Excellent. Yeah. Now, so you're going to be coming here and you're going to be sharing the stage with people like Dexy and Melanie Sutherland and Barroness, who is actually a friend of yours, right?
Yes, definitely.
So tell me how you met her. I know you've got a cute little story there.
Yeah, there's a cute story. I mean, I don't know how much time we really have, but I guess I'll say when I was living in Toronto, there was a period. I mean, I grew up in the GTA, so I definitely.
Now this was when 2013.
I grew up in the GTA, but I guess I didn't really move downtown until 2010-ish. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know we were talking the other day, and I'm like, wait, I don't think I have my dates right either. Like, I'm not.
I do it all the time.
Really well right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I mean, I was living downtown at that time and I was raving a lot, and I was quite in, like knee deep in the music scene, and I met a lot of people who became like family to me, and Christina was one of my people. I think when I had met her, I was just in awe, so mesmerized by this woman, and I still am to this day. And yeah, I mean, I was a little baby raver, and she really did take good care of me in a lot of ways, and I have so much gratitude for just like, how she showed up in my life those days. And
she kind of took you under her wing.
Yeah, we were really good friends, and I've learned so much from her, and there's so many life lessons I owe to her. And in the final months of my time living in Toronto, we were learning how to DJ together. So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, I was at the event that she was playing at the Wiggly Warehouse. That was her debut, and I will never forget it. And I was right there with her and just cheering her on. And I think that was like my last hurrah before I moved.
Oh man. Yeah. And you were mentioning that your family also is like your dad's side. You have some musicians there.
Yeah, I come from a family of artists. We have just listing off the people, but no, like a lot of my cousins, basically all of my cousins are in some kind of art form, whether it's visual arts or music. But a lot of my family plays instruments. They're more instrumental. But yeah, it's kind of cool. My sister also plays guitar, and we kind of like meshing the two styles together. I'll like record her on guitar and try to throw in some beats behind her, and she's doing her thing with her fire fingers, I call it. So music and art definitely runs in the family.
So do you guys often get together for like family jams, and do you haul your stuff up the hill all together?
We used to. My family lives in Toronto. I moved there. Okay, so here's another cute little story. The Wiggly camp out, like, I don't even know what year that was. It was the year when it was at Christian Island. It was like the first and last time Wiggly had a camp out at Christian Island, and it was such a magical time. And I met this like fairy, I call him a fairy boy, because I was like, wow, this guy is he's like not like a, like my typical city Toronto guys that I meet. I'm like, who is this? So it turns out that he's this guy going to school in Toronto, but he's from the Kootenays, which is where I moved to. And I just like fell in love with this guy that I met at this Wiggly party. And so he kind of whisked me away to the mountains, and that's where I live with him.
Oh,
yeah.
That is so cute. So is he coming with you?
No, he's not. He's got some stuff to do there. He's a drum and bass and jungle artist, and he's got some gigs there that he couldn't give up. So he's there, but hopefully next time he'll come.
So what's his name? What's his DJ name?
His DJ name is Intuit.
I like the D&B. I like that. It's very sexy. So I can imagine you guys playing together would be a really hot show.
I think so. He introduced me to drum and bass and jungle, actually. I was like, super into my house and techno.
Yeah.
Amazingness.
No, I can already see myself getting along with you guys, because I would. Yeah. Drum and bass it's not my top list, right? Because I like the techno, I like the dirty beats, I like that kind of stuff. But when we had an event at Wiggle Room that was D&B, we opened up like the restaurant downstairs from Wiggle, and we had the event there, and it was fire. Like, it was really cool. Like, I missed listening to that. It's just such a nice, it's a good pick me up.
It's a good pick me up. It's nice to switch it up as well. I feel like it's not so common, especially in Toronto. There's sort of like little pockets in the scene, but
exactly.
Yeah, no, I've learned a lot.
And now I also heard somewhere that you're going to be playing, and I know I'm going to probably butcher the name, but is it Shambhala Music Festival?
Shambhala Music Festival, yes.
Tell me about that. What is the Shambhala Music Festival?
Okay, Shambhala is just a vibe. Shambhala is a vibe. So it's this 4-day camping festival, essentially, that's in this town called Salmo, BC, which is in the heart of the mountains. It's like an hour from where I live. It's on Sinaik's territory. And Salmo is a town of, there's probably 1,000 people that live there. And once a year, there's this 15,000 person festival that's thrown on a farm. And it's pretty wild. It's just this mixture of music, art, and they really, it's grown so much. And they really try to get some local performers up there alongside the international artists that they bring in, because, like, the party was started essentially 25 years ago by this crew of local kids from this family that owns the farm. And so I think like the first festival, they had like 500 people or something like that. And it's just grown exponentially. And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty world renowned. Like, I've met lots of people that have flown in specifically for Shambhala, and they know nothing else about our community, but it's just like, I'm here for the music festival.
That sounds exciting. So make sure you get video of that and post it.
Yes, I definitely should. I feel like I need to hire a videographer or something like that.
Right?
I have no promo.
We'll get you there, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing your set and hearing and dancing to your set on Friday night. And what time do you go on again?
Probably around midnight-ish.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. Right.
Yeah.
That'll be a great time. And Dexy's going to lead right into you, like right before you. And that's awesome. Well, I'll see you girls tomorrow and at Friday in the Wiggle Room. And then I will post the details as well. So we will see you soon, lovely.